This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game.
Sports rundown.
I got work to do. I got work, baby. I gotta give. I got work to do. Got so much work.
Welcome to the Sports Rundown here on 89.5 KQAL. I'm Ryan Glenn, joined here tonight by Bree Conway, Gabe Slavin, and Eric Bell for this Monday, April 20th, as we've entered the second to last full week of classes here at Winona State. Plenty of sports to talk about, but we'll just give a check-in with everybody else. Eric, other than working at Target this weekend, what did you do?
I saw my mother.
Yes.
My mother and my brother came down. They delivered me boxes because I am moving out on May 3rd, but I will still be in Winona during finals week because I have to be. Then we went to go to Slice at 12, and then they left after, basically.
Awesome. What did you get at Sliced?
A margarita pizza.
How would you rate the pizza? You know how there's the Barstool pizza reviews? What would you give that a rating?
I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
8.3.
8.3. All right. That's a pretty solid score right there. Gabe.
Well, I started the weekend in Iowa for my sister's prom. Got to see her take pictures, which that's always interesting. And then got to go to watch Warrior softball on Sunday with our very own Ani Lang, which we can talk about the results of that in a minute. But I saw her and her dad, Aaron Lang, who also hopped on the call as well. So shout out to the Lang family for that. And then we also went to Sliced on Sunday night with a big shout out to Dean Carol Lindeman of the College of Liberal Arts here at Winona State for offering us Sliced for Ani's go-home meal, I guess we can call it.
Awesome. And what was your choice of dish?
12 boneless wings.
Any sauces in there, or just dry rub,
or buffalo, and then obviously with a side of ranch.
Awesome.
The obvious pick.
Obvious
pick. Honestly, the most crazy thing I did this weekend is me and my best friend went to lacrosse, and we had caged chicken.
Did you get a caniac?
No. Well, I get the 3-finger combo with extra cane sauce,
with
obviously.
Extra cane sauce, of course.
Obviously.
So, it's interesting that all of you mentioned food, right? 'Cause obviously food's awesome.
This is true.
I have a question here where you all be listing, which is about food, actually. So
of course you do.
I have it up here. This was, by the way, I was club baseball, went 2-0 on the weekend, UW Stout. We smoked them 8-0, 11-1, so it was a good weekend.
My friend whose birthday is today, he goes to Stout.
Really?
Yes.
Does he play baseball?
No.
Well, okay, well.
I saw the connection in my head.
You said his birthday's today?
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Luke.
Happy birthday, Luke. Hopefully you're listening.
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, hey, if he's not listening now, we can listen back on Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Just search up KQAL Sports Rundown.
This is true.
For that. But anyway, I have up in front of me on YouGov.com the most popular American dishes, and I have the top 20 most popular American dishes. This is just people are voting. It gives percentages. So as a whole, as a group, I want all of you to just list out as many as you can. Again, it's kind of a main food item. It's some side dishes, maybe. It's not like a meal itself. It's just like an item. So all of you just go ahead and start firing away here.
Well, I'm guessing this is all going to be foods that we stole from, other cultures.
You'd be correct.
So I'm going to start with
original names.
None of the originals. I'm going to start with
there might be some, but yeah.
Hamburger.
That is number 4.
Pizza.
Number. You know what? This is actually not on here. That's
crazy.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
All right, we got to check the validation on this.
I know.
What about hot dogs?
Hot dogs? No.
What? That's crazy.
Isn't YouGov like a UK thing, I believe?
It says American dishes. So.
American dishes. So the hamburger's on there. Let's go chicken
dogs.
tenders.
Fried chicken is number 6.
Fried chicken.
And then we also have Southern style fried chicken. I'll just cross that one off too.
Oh, okay.
So then you got 3.
French fries?
French fries is number 1, actually.
Oh.
French fries, that's a common one.
This
Nice.
is true.
Tacos?
surprisingly, no tacos either.
This list is not.
What do they
good.
determine as American food? That's my
This is
question.
a good question.
All it says popularity is the percent of people who have positive opinion of an American dish.
What about like onion rings?
No
Cheese
onion
curds.
rings.
Yeah, I was gonna say cheese curds. That was my next
No
thing.
cheese curds either.
What is this
list? Is
list?
wrong.
I-
I fear
This
this
is a
list
British
so wrong.
website. All right, you
That's
have his
true.
own.
British people do not know anything about American food.
Yeah.
Tea and crumpets. Is that on
Yeah,
there?
is that on the list?
Wow. I really thought we were gonna.
What
give them
about
that time.
fish and chips? Maybe that.
No. There's a lot.
got
There's a
fries
lot
on
of
there.
there's a lot of good items on here like that.
It's just something we're not thinking of. I guess.
There's-
spaghetti.
No spaghetti.
Wow. I mean, that's
Hamburger.
Italian, but you know.
He
it's
said
pretty-
hamburger. I could give you the other one. There's cheeseburger.
Okay,
on
that's
there.
what I
Oh,
said.
well, that's basically the same
But
thing.
nobody guessed that either. So
Chili.
no
Ooh,
chili.
What on earth?
That's a common food.
No,
item.
I'm saying like,
Waffles.
why is it on the list?
Oh yes, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is like.
That is a
Ooh,
go-to.
what about like ribs? Now I'm thinking like Texas barbecue, like
Oh,
Brisket.
Brisket?
Ribs are on
brisket.
there.
Okay.
Ribs are on there.
George's brisket?
No.
George's
no,
brisket.
No, it's Mima's brisket. I
Oh
forgot.
yeah, Meemaw's brisket.
Yeah.
Her safely guarded recipe.
Yeah, Connie did not want to give it to George in that Young Sheldon episode.
No,
but,
she did not.
You know, let me think.
We got
Pork loin.
No.
What about tater tots?
There is roast beef, so I can kind of.
There's breakfast food around this, right? Or
Yes, there is.
Okay.
From what I see, at least one legit breakfast.
One legit. What about pancakes?
No pancakes.
What?
waffles.
Biscuits and gravy.
No.
Wow,
Shoot.
we are striking out
Yeah,
here with
we
all
really
this.
These are
are.
like you can get these. Like this isn't that difficult. I didn't think. Think.
Okay, we're like all of like
okay.
the common foods we are listing off.
Brats.
No brats.
Dang.
Frankfurt?
Wait, or
No.
tried hot
Think
dogs.
of some carbs as sides. Think of some
Carbs as sides.
or a starch. I guess it's considered a starch.
Yeah, I was gonna say there
Oh,
has to
potato.
be more potatoes.
Other ways.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Yep.
All right.
That was number.
You said
Waffle
five.
fries.
You said no tater tots, right?
There's tater tots.
Oh, I said that.
Oh, you said all right. my
It's
bad.
okay. It's okay.
Tater
We were
tots.
kind of just firing
Hash
at random.
browns.
Hash browns. That's the breakfast item I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
So
How many we got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway there.
Oh goodness, only halfway.
I feel like this should be a lot easier, but like all the common foods,
Right,
like, it's
they're
just
not
striking
there.
out. Chicken sandwich. Some
No,
basic.
there's other forms of chicken. There is chicken nuggets on there, chicken wings. So I'll give you that because you kind of said fried chicken, but
Yeah.
so I'll give you those.
I'm trying to think of like more
Okay, another thing with chicken. Another item with chicken.
grilled chicken.
No, it's in it. You would bake this.
Oh, like a chicken cordon bleu.
I'm not sure what that is.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
All right.
It's definitely not gonna be on that
What is a
list.
chicken cordon
Yeah,
bleu?
these are all very well-known
It's
food
like
items.
it's like it has a thing in the middle. It's hold on.
Chicken
Now I need-
breast.
We gotta do
No.
some journalism
Roasted
here.
chicken.
You okay?
It has like ham in the middle.
pumpkin.
Rotisserie.
No, pumpkin. This is a separate thing. Pumpkin. What do you eat at Thanksgiving?
Oh, pumpkin pie?
So chicken. What?
Chicken,
chicken
pot
pot
pie.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Is there any desserts, I guess? Is that
No.
no desserts? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, guys. A cordon bleu is a dish of meat wrapped around ham and cheese, breaded and then fried or baked until golden and crispy.
What they eating in Cannon Falls?
This
This is a thing.
507.
I swear this is a thing that many people eat. I promise you. I don't,
I don't know.
personally I hate it, but
Well, obviously
my
the
family,
British don't think we eat it.
Yeah.
my family really enjoys it, so
Yeah.
they have it on occasion.
Turkey?
Turkey sandwiches on
Okay.
here. So.
There we go.
Oh, and we already got mashed potatoes.
Yeah,
Is
mashed
there-
potatoes.
We got gravy. Is that like a considered?
No gravy.
Shoot,
Is there any more Thanksgiving-esque foods?
that's a
that-
good question.
Not really. No.
Not really.
Shoot.
One could be mac and cheese.
No mac and
Yeah,
cheese, which
what?
I would say should
that
be on here.
mac and cheese is such an American food.
That is so, especially with how
Like
much.
All
hot
right,
dogs
one
and
of
mac
these,
and cheese.
One of these items is from the city of brotherly love.
Oh, Philly cheesesteak.
Yes.
Oh,
That one's okay. That one makes sense.
yeah.
But
I'm
All right, the next one I would say
it's
it's
not on there.
I don't think it's considered a vegetable, but it's considered I don't know. I think
Tomato?
I think it's considered a vegetable.
Tomatoes.
Or, I don't remember if this is that or a starch. Maybe this is bad if I'm saying that, but
it's a potato
it,
again.
It grows in Iowa.
Oh, corn.
Corn.
Beans?
Corn.
Oh, corn.
Because because I know
Well,
like
you hesitated. I'm like, wait, are you talking about beans or what else?
yeah, I can see why I was confused. Okay.
How many you got
A
left?
source of protein. You have two ones that are basically the same thing. A big source of protein, and then a very simple sandwich.
Steak.
That's all we got left. Steak.
Okay.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Nope. One more. That,
Peanut butter jelly.
that's not a bad guess. But
That's
this
crazy.
is number 2 on the list. By
Ham.
the way. Nope. No meat on the sandwich.
No meat.
No.
Oh, that's
No,
That's
that's
it.
BLT. Yeah,
BLT.
bacon.
It's a supplemental meat, okay? Bacon. If you ever heard that clip, it's a supplemental meat.
Beans,
apparently.
lettuce.
Beans, lettuce. What's a common sandwich?
It's very simple.
That's
Peanut butter and jelly? Or did somebody say that?
Yeah,
Eric
You
said
guessed.
that.
That's a good guess, but it's not.
I'm trying to think of like sandwiches. I don't.
Mayo sandwiches or something?
That's gross.
Well, we got to get creative
You eat
here.
this
Yeah.
with a soup.
Oh, grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Well, there we have it. That went a little longer than I thought it would, but anyway, we just listed off what the Europeans think, or what the British think we like. So
Unfortunately, they're wrong.
they're wrong in so many ways. But anyway, we can get to some sports here in the Sports Rundown. As this weekend, very busy overall. We'll start with our softball and baseball teams. As Gabe, go ahead, as you were on the call for the softball games yesterday.
Yes, as the softball team, fresh off of sweeping Concordia St. Paul, which me and Eric talked about on Thursday. Great of you guys to show up. I'm just messing around.
I
just
had
had
a
to throw
show
that shot.
right before. Excuse me.
That's also fair. But anyways, I mean, they had their matchup against St. Cloud State, the Huskies, for a doubleheader on Sunday. And their first game went very well. It was me and Ani Lang on the call who made her comeback appearance for KQAL. So big shout out to Ani, as well as Aaron Lang, who hopped on the call for the second game. And we'll get to that in a minute. But for the first game, it was very much in the Warriors' favor. They picked up 6 hits in the 5th inning when it was really not a lot of offense to start, as it was 0-0 for the most part in the early parts of the inning. But Warriors picked up 4 runs in the 5th as well. Ashley Chantos hitting a double RBI shot to center field, helping getting Hannah Soderbeck as well as Maddie Rowe home for the first 2 runs, as well as Bryn Elson-Peter picking up an RBI single as well, getting Chantos to score. And those were a couple of the few runs as well. But, I mean, Warriors picked up a very solid win against a team that was first in the NSIC and ERA. Very strong pitching team. Justice Porter picked up the loss today, but Izzy Howe, who had a very strong day, only allowed 2 hits in 7 innings and 5 walks, but also hit 8 strikeouts. One of her top performances so far this season. She moves up to 14-3 as a starter, moving up the ranks in the NSIC as well. But the next game for that at Maynard R. Johnson Field was much more in favor of the Huskies, as the Warriors just could not get anything going with the bats. Only 1 hit by Lila McNeil, the left fielder for the Warriors, and they just couldn't generate any offense. Jada Berg struggled a little bit, picking up the loss, moving to 17-3 as a starter. Allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 errors. And again, Macy Clark, one of the best pitchers as well in the NSIC, picking up the win for the Huskies. So they split. Warriors remain in first place as well. So still very much in control. And I feel like you got to be very comfortable, even with picking up splitting at home. You still maintain that 2.5 game lead against the Huskies.
You do, and Coach Jones, in that interview that was airing in between the games, mentioned how obviously they're very excited about the opportunity to win the regular season championship in the NSIC right now, first place still, but that's not their only end goal, right? And obviously splitting was not what they wanted, but like Gabe said, it was, they played well in that first game, got the win, and currently, according to Inkblot Sports, 4th in the Central Regional rankings for the moment, 24th in the country, the national ranking. So we'll see how much they kind of jump up here, maybe in the upcoming weeks, with only just about 2 weeks left in the regular season, just under that now. So that'll be fun to watch. Make sure to continue to follow along the rest of the way for the rest of the season as we go through that till the end of the academic school year. Next up would be our baseball team, Gabe, who had a really nice weekend.
I mean, they've had a really nice week overall. I mean, very impressive with their performance. Currently on a 6-game winning streak. And that comes with a 3-game series win against the Wayne State Wildcats this weekend, as well as picking up those 2 wins that Eric covered on Wednesday against SMSU, picking up those wins as well. But again, their first matchup on Saturday started at 1:30, and Jack Funky led the way with 2 hits as well as a run. Picking up the win was Sawyer Hoffman, allowing 6 hits as well as picking up 8 strikeouts as well, which was a common thing for Warriors pitchers, picking up a ton of strikeouts in these performances. The second game, Warriors picked up another win against the Wildcats. It was 10-4 in a very solid performance as well. And again, the Warriors just continue to find luck on the bats. Garrett Hippis had 3 hits, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs as well on 4 at-bats. And again, this one was more of a rotational game for the Warriors as they had 3 pitchers come in. Ryan Butka had 8 hits as well as 2 strikeouts, but he picks up the win, only allowing 4 runs in this one, which surprisingly was one of the lowest of the weekend as the Warriors continue to find success all the way to Sunday as this game went into 8 innings thanks to the mercy rule as the Warriors won 13-3 against the Wildcats for the final game, picking up that 6th straight win. Hunter Gunther picking up the win in that one as well, pitching 7 innings and having 8 strikeouts. Once again, this 3rd Warrior to do that between baseball and softball as well. So huge kudos to him. And another top batter on the day, Peyton Conley picking up 2 hits as well as 3 runs and 1 RBI. And Dylan Hare, who had a very solid week, probably as the NSIC hasn't officially released their players of the week. Dylan Hare is a very strong candidate to win that as he had a very solid performance as well against SMSU, but he had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and 1 run. So the outlook right now for the Warriors, they currently sit 5th in the NSIC standings as well, Ryan.
They sure do. That's a team that was picked 10th in the preseason NSIC coaches poll. Like Gabe said, really getting going now. And again, only a couple weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left, but still that Mankato game this Wednesday, that is huge. They did have a walk-off last year against them at Lowry Field, so there's some recent history with that as the Warriors continue to keep going. We'll move on over to another sport that took place this past weekend. There was a couple different venues where the women's track and field team was competing, and Bree, one of the Warriors, had a really historic weekend.
That is correct. Some good news coming out of the Warrior women's track and field team. Ella Voigt set a new school record with the 3,000-meter steeplechase. Yes. Woo indeed. She was the 5th fastest Division II finisher with a time of 10 minutes and 27 seconds. Very cool, but that's not the only thing. There was actually a few more like personal bests or like top finishers. So Stella Rooch finished 5th in the 5,000 meter with a time of 16 minutes and 58 seconds. And then the 4x400 relay team of Alyssa Larson, Adeline Barkley, and Carissa Birch and Urbic finished 6th. Schuler finished 8th in the long jump. Sasha Steinbach finished 4th in the 200 meter. Larson finished 1st in the 400 meter with a new personal best. Oh, and also I should mention Steinbach also set a new personal best. Very awesome. And then Kelsey Young won the 5,000 meter. And then Stella Richter finished 5th in the 100 meter hurdles. And let's see. Oh, Mara Talabek set a new personal best with the 1,500 meters. Chloe Fresky finished 6th in the high jump. And then Ava Krista finished 5th in the triple jump. So lots and lots of like new personal bests, school records, top finishes. Just a great overall weekend for these girls, and I'm really happy to see it.
So we love to see. They will be back in action upcoming this weekend at the Dick and Mary Johnson Invite hosted by UW Eau Claire. That will be on Saturday, April 25th. And what?
They have taken a specific meet off the schedule, it looks like. So I'm very, very upset right now.
No more Drake relays?
It looks like there's no Drake relays.
Oh, it starts with sad music.
I was gonna say to play the Ric Flair clip one more time, but darn.
This is Gabe. This is Gabe now.
You know what really grinds my gears?
That is very true.
It's when they eliminate Iowa from the competition.
Is this relay race hosted in Iowa or like what's
not
the
anymore, I
significance?
guess.
Well, it was gonna be a relay race in Des Moines. You know, Drake University.
Ooh, yeah, I know Drake.
Yeah, they usually have the Drake invite for high school. They also do it for college. And Winona State, you know, they ran it last year, but not this year, I guess.
Shoot. Dang it. It's because Drake's head coach for basketball went to Iowa.
So what's the correlation with Winona State?
What's the correlation with Winona State?
Because he used to coach in the Central region for the men's D2, and Winona was in the same region. But
let me see if he's ever played
true,
Winona
this is
State.
He might have in like 2014, 2013, but I don't know how long he was there. Anyway, a couple more Warrior sports here. We'll start next with women's tennis, Eric, because their season has officially come to an end. And no, you don't have that yet. Well,
I thought I was doing golf. My bad.
That's my bad. I think actually go ahead with the golf. Actually.
Oh, go ahead. Well, okay. Sorry. From finishing last year second place in the NSIC championship, this year the men's golf teams finished first overall, winning the NSIC championship. And Max Jericho earned the individual championship to lead the WSU to the dominating win. This is Winona State's 16th NSIC championship in men's golf since 2021, while Jericho is the 17th Warrior individual medalist and first since 2023. Overcoming an eight-stroke deficit after the first round, Winona State took a 5-round stroke lead heading into yesterday's final round of the tournament. WSU ran away with the championship victory, being the only team under par in round 3 and winning by 20 strokes. The Warriors carded rounds with +6, +3, and then -6 for the final round for the tournament total of finishing with +3 to defeat field by 20 strokes. And Concordia St. Paul finished second. Jericho earned an individual championship. Individual championship, holding off Payne Coran's final round surge by 1 stroke, finishing the tournament with overall +3. And then Coran, who was 11 strokes back heading into the final round, tied Jericho with just 3 holes to go, and concluded the tournament with a 7 under 65 to jump 19 spots and finish runner-up with a -7 on the final round.
That's
of the
pretty
day.
good.
That's
10 shots better than
Yes.
next day.
And then Javier Ramos Casarigo finished, tied for 8th, and then Logan Coronard, hopefully I said that last name right, earning 13th place, and then Luke Moss finishing 14th place to win it. Jericho and Coran earned all NSIC all tournament teams honors after finishing 1st and 2nd overall.
Well, there we have it. Couple Warriors shining as the team they shine. They will be competing. They earned the automatic bid for the NSIC to the 2026 NCAA Division II Men's Golf Midwest Central Region Super Regional that will be played May 7th and 8th at Catke Golf Course in Big Rapids, Michigan. And talking about one of the Warriors, Max Jericho, we do have right now planning for him to be on the Sports Rundown a week from tonight to talk about this team. So make sure to tune in next Monday for that to hear about Max Jericho joining the Sports Rundown and talking about the NSIC Men's Golf Champions, your Winona State Warriors here in 2026. One more Warrior sport, that would be women's tennis, as their season officially came to an end this past week, and they losing 6-1 against Minnesota State Mankato. They finished 6-15 overall in the year, 3-7 in the NSIC. That was tied for 8th in the NSIC. And we had Clara Tomke on earlier in the year, and she talked about how much fun it was and how the memories she all made with this team this year was a lot of fun. And they were able to battle picking up some wins this year, and their season comes to an end at Minnesota State. Or actually, this was in Owatonna, Minnesota, for whatever reason, against Minnesota State Mankato, as their season is over now. Well, that's going to do it here for the first half of the Sports Rundown. Plenty to talk about there. As our baseball and softball teams off to a good start. Women's track and field having a good season so far as well. And Gabe, you have give me an update on
Women's golf will be having the NSIC championship as well this week. So,
okay. And that will be where will that be?
That will be in Blue Springs, Missouri, from Wednesday to Friday. So we'll have those coverage for you on Thursday's rundown as well as the final results on Monday.
Well, there we have it. And both golf teams have had successful years so far, so hopefully they continue to keep that up as the men's team won the NSIC championship by 20 shots. That's going to do it here for the first half. When we come back, we have the NBA and NHL playoffs going on. Plenty else going on. The NFL draft is this week, and ESPN is counting down the hours to that. I will rant about that when we come back on the Sports Rundown on 89.5 KQAL. 89.5 KQAL. I'm Ryan Glynn here for the Sports Rundown. I'm joined by Bree Conway, Gabe Slavin, and Eric Bell. So we now transition over to the second half of the Sports Rundown. We have a lot to talk about. NFL draft this week. The NBA and NHL playoffs are fully underway. And we can start with the NBA as Eric, your reigning NBA champs, the Oklahoma City Thunder, lead 1-0 in their series against the
Phoenix Suns.
The Phoenix Suns, who do they even have a chance to win a game in that series?
I was watching that game. I was kind of half watching because I'm like, it's going to be a blowout, whatnot. Going into the fourth quarter, it was 100-66. Not even a competition.
166 to what?
No, sorry, 100 to. Sorry, my bad. 100
I would have believed it.
100-66, which is amazing that the Suns even scored 80. What I think they ended
84.
up 84.
Yeah.
Points. I mean, this is going to be. I think they're going to win one game. I think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep, but there's no chance that this Suns team is going to make it past us.
I didn't know you liked OKC.
I've been a Thunder fan since the championship run that they did in 2012.
Is there a reason? Just for funsies, or?
Because that was the first NBA Finals that I remember watching.
Oh,
Outside of the
fun.
Kevin Garnett 08 championship.
I see.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't pick Boston, just to be for real.
I'm not Bill Simmons. All right. Did you see what? Hold on. Can we talk about Bill Simmons hating on San Antonio?
He was hating on San
For
Antonio.
what? What was he hating?
So San Antonio wore their Fiesta jerseys, and so there was
Oh, yeah.
sections with like orange, pink, and then teal, I believe is the other color. And he was like, "This is dumb. Why do stadiums do this? Like they've won 5 NBA championships. Why do they do this? Like every time I go to the because he's a Boston's fan, he's like every time I go to the Garden, or not the Garden." Right?
Yeah, the TD Garden.
I think of the Madison Square Garden, but
Multiple gardens.
yeah.
Lots of gardens.
But he's like, I never wear the T-shirts there, and I'm like, dude, Bill Simmons, and then Zach Lowe, who's a great journalist and whatnot, was like, why do you care?
Well, it seems to me, and anybody else can give their take on this, like the Celtics, you could say other sports like the Yankees, certain teams that think and they've won a lot, but it's like we're such a higher standard than you guys. We don't need these stupid T-shirts, right? They think they're better than everybody else.
Like the Lakers game, they have T-shirts there. The fans don't wear it at all.
No, they don't care.
Yeah, that's more of a tourist attraction than an NBA game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're not fans.
they're not real fans. No, I'm just playing. But I will say, huge shout out to NBC. I didn't know this. They have a specific design score bug for every single jersey combination that every NBA team has. Like they change it up. Like with the Fiesta jerseys they were talking about with San Antonio, they have a custom score bug for that. Every single jersey. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, since NBC has taken over this year, I mean, they should have never lost their rights in the first place. I believe I forget when they lost them, probably in
it was
2000.
early 2000s.
Yeah, somewhere around there to TNT. They were one of the premier sports for the NBA and whatnot. They were kind of one of the reasons why the NBA is so popular, I would say, in my opinion. But what great series this playoffs have been.
Yeah, it has Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with an outstanding 5 of 18 from the field in that game. 25 points with 15 of them coming from the free throw line. I saw those highlights, Eric, and again, I know you don't always defend him, but my goodness, that is so tough to watch. The amount of times that he just jumps into midair, he is not within a couple feet of another defender, and he just flails his body. Whistle.
I mean,
it's a generational whistle I read today.
I mean, he's the type of guy to not wear the same outfit twice. So, I mean, if you listen to the Thursday rundown, you would get that reference. But again, he's that's the law of the land in the NBA right now. I mean, you can point to SGA, but there's so many guys like Luka
Denny Avdija.
Yes. Oh, don't get me started on Luka Doncic. Because when I was at that Lakers game in March, the whistle he was getting was making me angry.
The only reason why he's the main guy is because he's winning. He's doing it the best.
They hate him because they ain't him.
I hate him because he ain't him. But no, I mean, that San Antonio game last night was spectacular.
Well, we can talk about it. The Spurs dominate at home. Victor Wembanyama, 35 points for that one. And I will ask all of you, who in their playoff debut has the most points ever scored in NBA history?
I feel like this is something Michael Jordan would do.
It's not actually Michael Jordan.
It's Wemby.
It's not.
It's not?
It's not.
Dang it.
He's actually, I think I read he was 5th. There's 4 other guys that have had. Some of them are older. You wouldn't even probably get some of those names. I didn't recognize a couple of the names, Bill.
Playoff debut. Honestly, Anthony Edwards comes to mind. I know he's up there.
This player is still in the league, I will say.
Oh,
Curry?
James.
No.
LeBron?
Nope. Is that what you
Yeah,
James?
LeBron.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
I thought he was talking about Harden.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that
There's
could've
lots
been.
of Jameses.
Yeah, James.
What
yeah.
about Kevin Durant?
No.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a good one.
Well, it's not Tim
Still
Duncan.
in the league.
Still in the
Tim
league.
Duncan.
He,
Well, yes.
Wemby beat Tim Duncan's record last
he
night.
scored. Wasn't Tim Duncan was there, right? With
Tim
David
and
Robinson.
David.
That's awesome. They were sitting right there. This happened in the bubble. So in 2020 is when this guy,
Luka.
Luka Doncic, 42 points
Against the Clippers.
against
yeah.
the Clippers. Was that when he hit that buzzer?
No,
was
that
in
was,
that series when he hit that buzzer beater?
That was
It
a
was.
series because I think it was either Game 5 or Game 6 when he hit that shot. Because he hit the shot in Game 5 to extend it. I know that. So
Yes. So Victor Wembanyama with a stellar performance to start his postseason career, and he's off and running. And he's also a big Star Wars fan, I know. So I'm a fan of that. I think,
Really?
I thought he spent thousands of dollars to buy a card that was signed by an actor from Star Wars, I think. Something. I'll have to remember what that was. But anyway, moving on with the Western Conference, the Los Angeles Lakers got a win in their game the other night. That would have been Saturday night. Luke Kennard came alive for them with a couple injuries, and then LeBron James as well there. Eric, any thoughts on the Lakers, or Bree, any thoughts on the Lakers, since you don't really like the Lakers since you went there?
Well, it's not like I don't. Well, they kind of don't. They kind of have a rivalry with the Wolves to a degree.
We beat them one time.
Yeah, I mean, they moved here
Yeah.
like 65 years ago.
That's
so
true. I don't know. I kind of just don't really like Luka Doncic that much. I mean, he seems like as like a human being, he seems like an okay guy, but like as a player, he just kind of annoys me.
Well, good thing he's currently on the shelf right now.
Yeah, and good thing
He's on the shelf because
Yeah,
he's
he's hurt.
injured.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, he's out.
Like, what are you on the shelf? I just
And so
never
is
heard this
Kevin
expression
Kevin
before.
Durant
Kevin-
did not play game one either.
He's game time decision for game 2.
for Wednesday, which
Mm.
is tomorrow night, and I'm sure that game's on ABC or
I-
NBC. Like,
NBC.
and they will give him the top network for LeBron James, and then the other Western Conference first round action would be the Wolves and the Nuggets, as Denver the Wolves led in the first quarter, early second quarter, and it kind of got away from them. And
Yeah, that's a game you want if you're the. I mean, when
Yeah.
you get the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA to shoot 1 of 17 to start, that's usually when you can take that chance. But I mean, clearly their playoff riser is dealing with an ailment right now with that knee issue. So again, it's going to be very interesting to see how he manages that throughout the series.
He just didn't look like himself. That like he scored 22, but it just wasn't great at all. Like it wasn't the Anthony Edwards 22 that you would expect.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about free throw merchants. Jamal Murray, 16 of 16 from the free throw line.
Yep.
In that game.
Yep, they called a flagrant foul on Jane McDaniels for
Yep.
doing nothing. And that was, I realized 3 minutes in, man, this is going to be tough to watch because, and that play was so weird because he's in the area where he's landing. Jamal Murray repositions his feet and he's going to land right into him. That was 100% Murray doing that. There's no intent. I know there's rules, but it's not intent, but come on.
Yeah, like there's some stuff like talking about the Shea, like where he pump fakes and he gets the guy to jump, and that's technically not. Shea's actually supposed to be called for that foul because you can't. go up.
I like that.
Really?
I like that.
Yes, he's supposed to be called for that foul, but what I think they've done, because it was James Harden who used to do it a lot, but they like tried to implement it and they're like, let's not.
No,
do
we're
it.
not going to
Yeah.
do that. Game 2 starts tonight at 9:52 Central Time. About is my guess because they say 9:30, but they actually mean 9:50 or later. So feel bad for all the kids that won't be able to stay up at all. I mean, what was everybody's bedtime when they were in like 5th grade, 6th grade?
Same as it is now. I mean, probably
Because
9.
Gabe's an old guy. Honestly, Gabe might not even be up to see tip-off.
All right, let's not go crazy right now. I'll watch tip off, but I'll probably
It's going to be 5 minutes left in the first.
Slumped over.
probably.
Probably like 7 p.m.
Yeah, okay. So
In 5th grade, 6th grade,
that is
really?
I will say that's really. Mine was like 8:30. Up
Yeah, I think mine
until
was-
about middle school.
I think mine was like 8 or 9. Like if we're talking middle school, maybe it was closer to like 8 or 9, but like earlier, or like I think maybe earlier in my like elementary school career it was more like 7, but like they kind of moved it up the older I got.
Yeah, middle school would probably be like 10, and then depending on if I wanted to stay up and play video games, it'd probably be like 2 in the morning.
I mean, I understand this game is in Mountain Time, so it's not in the Central Time Zone, but
Right.
it just the way I know they don't want to stagger or they don't want to have games overlapping, but don't they want viewers? If this game's going to end at 12:30, 12:45 Central Time,
Well,
who's going to be watching?
And Mountain Time is only 1
1
hour
exactly.
less.
Yeah, it's not
Crazy
it's just-
difference.
Yeah, it's just the networks do everything they want. But anyway, that's the Western Conference. We talked a little bit about the Celtics. The Knicks got to win, the Cavaliers, and then the Orlando Magic on
upset.
the road. The
Kinda-
upset
wow.
so far of the playoff.
I mean, on Thursday, me and Gabe, I was kind of just like pooping on the Magic. Like
All of Bencuro.
clip
Well,
that.
we didn't see the next play-in game. When
I
we
know,
played.
yeah, but I mean, what a surprising win. I mean, JB Bickerstaff, I think, is 9-20 overall in the playoffs right currently. It was just Cade and them. like you can't. They don't have a secondary playmaker outside of Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to think about that. The Magic
Jeez.
entering this series have more playoff experience than the 1 seed.
Yeah, I mean, and this Magic team, this series is supposed to be like muscle versus muscle, basically. This is going to be like pushing and shoving because this Orlando Magic's team is identity is their defense and how like rough they kind of play with their opponents and whatnot. Same with the Pistons. I'm just very surprised the Pistons lost this game.
Well, Cade Cunningham had almost 40 points, and everyone else was in single digits.
Yeah,
so
it was just Cade and them.
His
yeah,
lung's fine.
and like the Magic, they had like 5 players, almost 20 points. So
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you win with the power of friendship. You know, like you can't just have one person.
Where was this all along for the Magic? The Magic were probably projected to win 50 games since they traded for the Desmond Bain, and they ended up with I think 40 something. I forget exactly. You just whispered it.
45 wins. Yeah.
45.
Wait, ASMR now?
Sports rundown. we
All right.
all right. There's actually a game going on right now. That would be the Cavs. They won in game 1 over the Raptors. They're right now up by 7 going into the second quarter against the Raptors. Donovan Mitchell and crew, are they gonna make any type of run here, or are they just
I think first round they get
they will
out.
play this. They're the 4 seed, correct?
Yes.
They will play then maybe the
Pistons
Magic. Maybe the Magic.
Pistons or Magic.
So maybe they make a run.
If they face the Magic, I think they go to the Western Conference Final or the Eastern Conference Finals, not the Western.
Hey, you never know.
Wait, yeah, are they gonna do that restructuring thing or not?
The
Because they approved the expansion.
new teams. Well, that's the talk that the Wolves would be
In the
in the
East?
East because hey, the TV problem would be fixed. They would not be playing at
This is true.
9:48 at night. Right? It would. They'd be starting again. Like the Hawks Knicks game starts at 7:00 Central Time, so they're starting 8:00 Eastern Time. Move that game up an hour and have us move up an hour. It just.
I don't get it.
Well, here's your thing. The game that's going on right now is on Peacock and NBCSN, which NBCSN used to be an actual channel on like DirecTV, which it's now just on Peacock basically. So I don't know why they do that.
But yeah, we could talk about the Gordon with
the goal.
They're still hating on Trae Young, which is so crazy to me.
It is so funny. Like
He's the new Reggie Miller for the Knicks.
Yeah, he's the new Reggie
the guy
Miller.
they just hate
Like,
for no reason. Except beating them, obviously.
It's so funny. Like, they won the NBA Cup this year, the Knicks did, but last year they lost to Trae Young and the Hawks, and he was rolling dice at Madison Square Garden. And then the whole 2021 run that they had, that was amazing. And then there is like a street talk show or like whatever, like the street or something where you saw like, oh, bleep Trae Young, oh, we hate Trae Young. There's like this new guy called like Honey.
Spike Lee over in the on the court side. He's freaking out.
Spike Lee is always at the New York Liberty games too.
You got the
Is he
mayor.
courtside?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always.
He's always courtside.
You said the mayor. He said he blamed Trae Young for the unaffordability of the tickets.
Oh,
Well, I mean, obviously he's
Wait,
just
yeah,
having
he's-
fun, but like
Zoran.
that.
oh. Wait, I have a question. Is the NBA Cup like the Commissioner's Cup?
It's more like European soccer structure league kind
Oh.
of.
It's basically
that's what they want to do
again,
with it.
I'm saying this as somebody who's not a huge fan. It's basically we don't have enough viewers. We need people to watch.
You might have
Oh.
just struck a nerve with the host of the rundown right now.
No,
Oh,
I'm
genuinely
no,
wondering.
It's a good question. It's not. It's a very valid question.
I think they want to make it like how it's soccer, kind of like how the Champions League they have it, but with like an internal cup. Because they are doing NBA Europe, I think soon.
sure.
So they might want to implement NBA Europe into that potentially.
Well, I was just wondering because like the Commissioner's Cup, like it's just certain games like within the season that are just specifically.
Isn't that kind of what the
Yeah,
debate
it basically is like.
Oh, so why doesn't the NBA do that?
No,
They do.
Oh, they
It's
do.
during the middle of the
it's-
season,
yeah.
right?
Oh.
It's always played in Las Vegas, which is really dumb. It should be played at the home stadium.
Hang the banner, because the Lakers won the original one when it was the in-season tournament.
Yes, the first
and then,
one.
And then they did the champagne, and then some teams
Yeah,
didn't.
like I think like a lot of them didn't do it.
Because they understand that this is
Oh, we get $1 million more.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
great.
Is it $1 million each, or is it by
I honestly don't know.
because
That's
the percentages
I think it's
are
for the
not
whole. I think it's for the whole team.
organization.
just $1 million.
Here's
Yeah.
the sandwich.
Yeah, here's a little extra commission.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think the winner of the Commissioner's Cup, they get $1 million. I believe.
Hey, I will say athletes probably would like the money. It's just it's unfortunate that it's probably more. It makes sense because it's more based at the athletes, but as a fan, it's whatever. It's just
It's an okay. Like it's not like
is.
great. Like I'm kind of with Ryan. It's like you don't really need it.
you don't need it. But anyway, a sport that does not need an in-season tournament that'd be hockey. The NHL playoffs also going on right now. We can talk about the Minnesota Wild. They were dominant in their game 1 performance, winning 6-1. Eric, did you see any of that game?
I did not, but
it could just kind of overlap with the Wolves, I know. But
no, I did not watch that game, but I've heard from my coworkers and whatnot that this game was really electric, and also in the group chat too. But I also watched the Montreal Canadiens game versus the Tampa Bay Lightning.
What do you think of that one?
I thought it was very great, winning it in OT. The Canadiens team, was in the Stanley Cup Finals for 2021, I believe, during COVID.
Yes, against.
And a repeat, or not repeat, but championship game in that. It was Tampa Bay versus Canadiens in that finals, right?
It was because they realigned.
They realigned.
They realigned it because it was the COVID year.
Oh,
That's how they
okay.
could meet. But yes,
Okay.
that was a rematch. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically just a rematch of that 2021 a Stanley Cup.
Yeah, in that game, we can talk about the game. Uri, that's I think how you say his first name, Slavkovsky. He's a young player for the
Serbia?
Canadians, Slovakian.
Yeah.
So, 22 years old. He was the number 1 overall pick a couple years ago. He scored 3 power play goals in this game. And according to the NHL stats database online, it was the first player for the Montreal Canadiens ever to score 3 power play goals in a playoff game since 1933-34, which is when they started separating a common goal and a power play goal, I guess a separate goal in the stat sheet.
Oh my God.
And they've played a lot of games since 1934.
I mean, they're the most Stanley Cups.
So they do. They have, I think it's
24,
24 Stanley Cups. So
Wow.
pretty big start for them. Another game would be the Carolina Hurricanes, the Ottawa Senators. 3 seconds into the game, I don't know if anybody saw this, Brady Tkachuk for the Senators and Jordan Staal for the Hurricanes. They dropped the gloves. Like the puck drops.
Did they?
The first game of the postseason, puck drops. They dropped the gloves.
Oh.
And the crowd got it. They went
Got
crazy.
into it.
They,
Set the tone,
Set the
obviously.
Set the tone.
like that is, and then it didn't really work for the Senators because they got shut out 2-0. But then also that night the Philadelphia Flyers went on the road, and Gabe, they had a young guy score the game-winning goal. And how old is he?
He was 19 at the time, and a very, very interesting because it's the first time since 1985 that a player has done this in the NHL. Porter Matrone,
Martone.
make that. He got the game-winning goal there for the Flyers in a very big rivalry series, probably the biggest one so far this weekend. They're currently in action right now, 0-0 with 1:18 left in the first period. But again, getting a win, taking home ice is going to be crucial in that one as well for the Flyers. So again, getting a big moment like that for Martone. He was. He literally just told me.
Happens to the best of us.
Hey, he was playing college hockey just a couple weeks ago, and he's 19 years old.
Really?
All right, Bree,
That's
how
crazy.
old are you, Bree?
I'm 19.
Why aren't you playing in WNBA right now?
Sorry, my fault. Well, actually, you can't because women have to go all 4 years at college.
What
They
about
have to go all 4? Really?
Yeah, that's why, guys. That's why no one.
I thought it was 3, maybe.
Well,
what about
actually, to be fair,
PWHL?
Yeah, why aren't you playing hockey?
good question. But I was gonna say, international players, they can go to the WNBA younger. Like the second round, the second pick last year, in the draft, Dominique Malonga, she was 19. I don't know if she's still
Wasn't there
19.
an international player that went top 3 this year?
Yeah, Ava Pham from Spain.
And
She also, I think,
how
is
old
19.
Is she 19, so
Yeah.
that's weird. That
Yeah.
why? I mean, I understand. Maybe it helps with their development, but
I mean, I think it. I would think, and I mean, I also think a lot of players go like even further. Like AZ Fudd, she went another year. She had another year of eligibility due to injury, so she went another year, and when she could have declared for the draft. I mean, I think part of it is NIL money, but I mean, I don't know. Sometimes for the NBA, I feel like some guys are getting in there too young.
Yeah.
So I don't
Chasing the
mind
chasing
making
the
them
money.
go.
Yeah, Fudd had to go win back-to-back. Oh, wait. Never mind.
and then what? She gets to play on the same team as her girlfriend, right?
This is true. Yes, as training camp started yesterday for all the teams, and I've just been seeing all the posts. And this morning I saw a post of Paige, throwing the ball to AZ and then AZ making a 3. It was the first Paige to AZ 3, and it was just so beautiful. I'm excited to see all of them happen.
Wow, that's quite a story. I mean, that is pretty cool.
It's such an insane story because they have been playing basketball together since they were in high school.
Wow. She's not from Minnesota, is she? Fudd?
AZ? No,
Did they play on some prep team maybe, or?
Yeah,
some
I mean they played
off AAU.
Yeah, I think they did AAU, and they also were on the Team USA.
Under 17 USA.
Yeah,
Is
they
that
were
what
on
it
the
was?
they were
That's
on
what it
the
was.
under 17. But she went to St. John College High School, which is in Washington D.C. So I don't
Wow.
know how she ended up playing.
Must have been something else.
Yeah, something like that. But they have been like, they have been together playing basketball since they're like 15 years old, and they were interviewing Paige, and she's like, yeah, this has been like both of our dreams for a really long time. So I don't know. I think it's like actually insane, and I'm glad AZ didn't declare last year, even if it was for NIL money.
I'll take NIL money. Gabe, you got a stat?
I actually have breaking news right now.
Breaking news.
Oh, breaking
The
news.
Jans Man's Instagram account, President Kenneth Jans, has posted that the Westbees have officially started for Winona State Athletics. I know we're not in that Winona State hour, but I feel like it's important to shout that out as that ceremony is going on.
Wait, what are the Westbees?
Basically,
An award show.
You know the ESPYs, right?
Yeah.
It's basically like that, but for Winona State.
for Winona State
Athletes.
Athletics.
Oh,
and
cool.
they're-
Wait, is that why I saw a bunch of people wearing fancy clothes?
Yes.
Exactly, and that's why.
Oh.
So Minnesota State Mankato is actually live streaming theirs. Winona has in the past. I'm not seeing it here on the NSIC network, but Minnesota State does the Maverick Awards celebration.
I was gonna say, do they do the
that's-
Mespies?
That'd be copyright of us because we do the Westbees.
That's true. That's
Pretentious.
But anyway, the Wild do play tonight, Game 2 against the Dallas Stars. That game will start about 8:53, so not as quite as late as the Wolves, but still late. Here's a stat which is just crazy. The Minnesota Wild have never led 2-0 in a series ever.
Oh.
Ever.
Really?
And they've won some game ones. But the other stat that's going to kind of not help that is the Dallas Stars are 8-2 in their last 8-2 in their last 10 game twos. So the history is not pointing the way of the Wild, but they were dominant in that game.
Well, I mean, when you look at it now, it's kind of important that they took home ice away from
sure
the
did.
Stars now. So it's less about, you got to get this one. You got one on the road in a very big playoff matchup. Now you just got to finish the job.
They did. The Colorado Avalanche won their game 1 over the LA Kings. The Vegas Golden Knights defeated the Utah Mammoth in the first game in the history of the Utah Mammoth in the postseason. Then Anaheim, Edmonton will play tonight for the rest of the first round. And then also Buffalo, Boston last night. Buffalo put together what I have here, first team in NHL history to win in regulation after trailing by 2 or more goals to 0. So like being shut out with 8 minutes or fewer remaining in regulation ever. Because they scored 4 straight and ended up winning 4-3.
And I couldn't think of a better environment to have that happen because weren't the Sabres in a massive playoff drought?
In April of 2011, the last time they were in the postseason.
Only other team that has made the playoffs since has been the New York Jets. I'm pretty
I think
sure.
that's right. That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean, we were talking about it yesterday, Ryan. You said it was like Jerry's World when the Cowboys make the playoffs.
Oh my
like
God.
people were storming
The
in.
fans they had mannequins with the Bruins
Oh.
jerseys and they were tackling them outside. These
My
people,
goodness.
Now that's some hockey fans.
and it's game 1 of the first round.
They're like Philly fans.
They honestly are, and Buffalo has been tortured. I mean, they've had some good Bills teams, they just can never win, and then the
Yeah.
Sabres have been awful. Basically, almost our entire, as Owen would say it, basically the whole time we've been able to form thoughts.
Yes.
They've been bad.
Does Owen form thoughts though?
That's a
I'm
good
kidding.
one.
That was a
No
good
one's
one.
listening.
a good
That's an
one.
apology.
Hey, I do have some news. He might be calling in this Thursday's show.
Oh.
So there might be. He said I'll have to check with my schedule, which he'll probably be playing video games instead. Forget about it. But
He's got a job. We can talk about
got
that.
a job.
He's got a job.
He's a working man.
Yeah.
He's I don't, what company does he work for now? Is he I know he's a big delivery like
Amazon
unloads.
delivery?
Basically, he moves boxes.
Yes.
Which is because it's simple. Grab this box, place it there.
Hey, you know what? The working man gets a paycheck. That's
Yeah.
shout out Owen.
Money is money.
That's true. That is true. And then he has to make his own lunch, which I'm sure is quite a. There's been texts where he's like, I don't have enough food for my I have not been eating enough for lunch. I have to get food, and that costs money. And
We might have a little angry Owen Kolshak client on the show on Thursday.
he's not listening. Come on now.
You never know.
If he was listening, he would
would've said
text,
something.
and he didn't text us. But yeah, that's the NHL. The NFL draft is this week as well, as the Cincinnati Bengals do not have a pick in the first round.
They actually did. They made
actually
a selection
did,
with their 10th
but
overall pick.
They made a trade.
Yeah, they made a trade for Sexy Dexy. All right.
What?
Dexter Lawrence.
Were you doing his dance when you saw that trade?
I was doing his dance.
Do his dance.
I saw Owen's text in the group chat, but I was playing games at the time, so I was like 30 minutes response basically. But I am so happy. This is the first time, I believe, since the Bengals have been founded, I believe, since they've traded at least a top 10 overall pick. I saw somewhere since 1966, I believe. Someone correct me on that. This is just an amazing trade. I don't think anyone would have thought the Bengals. I know they were in on Dexter Lawrence, but they've been in on a lot of top players, but they've never pulled the trigger on that. And it was just a straight up 10th overall pick for Dexter Lawrence. And people were like, oh, bad trade for the Bengals. They got fleeced and whatnot. But it's like Dexter Lawrence I believe, has the most pressures by any D tackle since 2023. League leaders in pressures when aligned at nose tackle since 2022. DJ Reader and DJ Jones have 28 at number 3, and then Vita Vea at 32. How much do you think Dexter Lawrence has? Because he's number 1.
40.
45.
Higher.
50.
Higher.
60.
Higher.
67.
Higher.
77.
Higher.
Oh my God. 150.
108.
Whoa.
Wow.
108.
Stands apart.
108. And people were like, oh, he had a down year. I think he had a half sack, I believe, this year, 14 total tackles or something like that. But, I mean, looking at the 10th overall pick, there's a lot of history with that. Statistically speaking, the last 20 players with the 10th overall pick were Patrick Mahomes, Todd Gurley, Gerard Mayo, Stephon Gilmore, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Smith, and Colston Loveland. A lot of those guys, obviously Patrick Mahomes, Todd Gurley, I would say were hits at the time. Todd Gurley got injured, sadly. But, I mean, not a lot of great. I mean, J.J. McCarthy, 10th overall pick. Not saying who are going to.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet. We just
But-
don't know. We don't know how many Lombardis he's going to win yet.
Yeah, I mean, but they say Dexter Lawrence last year was a down year. He was 5th, or he was the 10th best DT for PFF, 5th in pass rush grade, 14% pass rush win rate was 6th. His 19.7% win rate in true pass sets was also 6th best, while also playing 370 snaps at nose tackle, the most in the league. I mean, he's I think 23 million. I saw some, I think, Polymarket. I don't like Polymarket, but it was giving they pay so much for this. They have 52% of their salary cap is accounted for the top 6 players, but it's the Chiefs pay 54% for their top 6 players.
Yeah.
Wow, quite some stats here from Eric.
I'm just upset.
Are you guys gonna be good this year?
I would hope so. The linebacker room is the iffy part because it's
Playoffs?
I mean, I think they're going to make the playoffs if Joe Burrow does not get injured. That's obviously the big what if going into every single season.
That always seems to be the what if with this franchise.
I mean, the middle linebacker spots, 2 rookies last year, terrible rookie, the lowest grade, I believe, linebackers according to PFF. I mean, the linebacker that would have been potentially before the NFL draft was Sonny Styles, but then his NFL draft combine came out and he was overperformed basically, and so that shot him to top 5 basically. So, I mean, they made this trade. I think it's a great trade. I mean, at least we don't back out of trades. We don't regret trades, like a certain franchise in the AFC North.
Well, if Carter Hahn ever showed up, he might say something about that.
Yeah, he's too busy. It's just I don't understand. Don't we make this a fun environment? Everybody please. But Bree, the Bears have the 25th overall pick.
This is
Who are
correct.
they going to take?
Let's see. Well, this ESPN mock draft has them taking TJ Parker, which I don't know anything about TJ Parker, but says he's an edge. So that's probably good.
Got that eye of the tiger, the edge.
I don't know. Do you have anything to say about this?
I don't really, because there's so many guys, and
This is true.
It's, in my opinion, it's so tough to keep track of.
I mean, who do you guys want to draft for the Vikings? I know I was talking
Yeah, I was
to
going to say, also, why did they only have the 18th pick? I feel like they should have something higher. They were kind of really bad last year.
Oh, no, they were the best team to miss the playoffs.
Yeah,
That's
they
why
were
they
9-8.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. We have all our tiebreakers.
I mean, I know what Gabe wants, but he's probably not going to be there.
Would it be a D
No?
interior D line or the safety?
It was going to be Jeremiah Love.
Oh, I
Yeah,
mean,
he's gonna be there. He's gonna fall.
That would be
that would
his
be-
ideal.
I mean, yeah, they could
Is
have.
Aaron Jones still here?
Aaron Jones is still, yeah,
yeah.
because he originally got cut and then he
Restructured.
re-signed,
Yeah.
so it became a restructure. Whatever.
They have Jeremiah Love at pick
No, he's
7.
fallen to 18.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I will say the Vikings
Sure.
do have, obviously he's been very quiet, but Jonathan Grenard could potentially be moved. Obviously, if they wanted to do that, that would be before the deadline or before the draft, not the deadline. There is no deadline not until the regular season. But again, they could move up and get a guy like a Jeremiah Love if he falls. But again, looking at where it's at, I mean, Dylan Thieneman out of the Oregon safety, like that's, and it's funny because the main reason is because his pro comp is Harrison Smith. So that's just putting a hat on a hat. But I mean, getting that or Avion Terrell, AJ Terrell's brother, that would be kind of an interesting pick, I would say.
Wow.
Getting some secondary help.
Well, I did a little mock draft simulator. With the 18th overall pick, the Minnesota Vikings select Gerard McCoy,
From
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
the Vols. The Vols.
This NFL mock draft has him at 15. ESPN says that the Vikings are going to pick Kenyon Sadiq, a tight end from Oregon.
I have seen that one too.
I don't know who that is, but I'm
Couple-
assuming he's decent.
Some say the Chiefs might pick him too.
And the Chiefs have what pick here? They're in the
10th.
8th?
Or
Ninth.
the 9th.
Ninth pick. Well, we'll see. ESPN has a countdown of 70, probably 72 hours now till the draft. So they care more about the NFL draft than any other sport, which is just whatever.
You never got your rant in today, Ryan.
I'm
You gotta do
ranting
it for-
right now.
All right.
And the show.
The NFL is awesome, and the NFL draft is cool. It is, in my opinion, it's not this big deal that everybody, because all the people that love the NFL draft, people who don't watch any other sport and just can't wait for football to come back. So have a variety in your life. It can be with food, the top 20 foods in America. I'm circling it back to the beginning. Or watch more sports. The NHL playoffs are going on right now, and the NBA playoffs, not as good as NHL, but
And WNBA
and
starting.
WNBA starting what?
Preseason
Couple
starts
weeks?
on Saturday.
That's all summer. You have baseball summer. Yes, just watch. Watch that. Anyway, that's going to do it here for the Sports Rundown. We thank you for listening. Tune in Thursday for our next edition. So for Bree Conway, Gabe Slavin, Eric Bell, I'm Ryan Glenn saying thank you for listening. And as always, Row Warriors.